Welcome to the Man Cave. Today we've got another unboxing left over from Gen Con. There's a bit of a story behind this one. When I was a kid, I used to really like there's a DC Heroes role-playing game that was put out by Mayfair. And then I saw that the DC Heroes role-playing game was being redone by Cryptozoic on and I looked into it, but I had a lot of the pieces that they were trying to put back together, so I decided to wait. But when we were at Gen Con, we saw that Mayfair Games is coming back. So we went over to Mayfair Games to check out some of their stuff, and Gabriel noticed this game that was on their sale table called Alibi. And we were like, well, this sounds kind of like Clue with cards. So we figured we'd pick it up, and at some point in time we will check it out. But tonight we're just going to unbox it for you. So this is called Alibi. Can you solve the mystery? A crime has been committed, and you must solve it. Who did it and when? How was it done? Where and why? See how it sounds like Clue? Just solving the crime is not enough. Unlike older games, players need more than cold logic to win. They need a clever strategy and good timing to outscore their opponents. 78 attractive cards are uniquely appealing, and the score pads lead inexperienced players to a quick understanding of the game. Whether an intimate evening is a party, Alibi, whether an intimate evening or a party, Alibi provides every person with a fun and challenging pastime. Okay, it says that this is for, I think that says 3 to 15.
3 to 10.
Okay, 3 to 10.
8 to 10 and up, 30 to 45 minutes.
So that's not too bad. So the cardboard of the game, it's weird because it feels like...
It does feel weird.
It feels like the old school classic kind of cardboard.
I don't know how it feels to show off feelings. I don't know why I grabbed the box from you.
but I mean,
look how it feels.
You look, but if you look at it, I mean, it looks like old punch, almost like punchboard material. So here's our rules. Alibi, the whodunit card game. Murder in the big city, and you must solve the crime. Does that say Brenda?
Brenda's dead.
Foul play is suspected. To win, find out who did it, where, when, how, and why. So, the rules here, this is not a typical book.
Does it change every time, or is it a one-time play?
It looks like it changes every time.
That's nice. At least it's not a one-time play.
So, here's the score sheet. And this tells you what all of these mean. This is a little tiny.
It does seem very, almost hard to read a little bit.
It's not bad, but it is a little bit tiny.
It's nice that it has siblings for it, though.
So we've got the emotional red card. The weapon is a brown card. The place is a green card. The suspect is a blue card. So it's who done it, where did they did it, what did they do it with, and then why did they do it? One piece that, isn't in Clue.
Adolf Prosciutto, Andy Anderson, Carla Manchin, Cookie Carpenter.
So it looks like it's one deck of cards here.
Dr. Sam Salt, Murray Agent, Mona Beard, and Slim Slant. Those are all the suspects. And also, that Mona Brandt did not do it, but I don't know if that's...
Well,
this is an example. So,
game, yeah.
Mona Brandt is innocent.
So here we go.
This looks really fun.
Our cards. We may have to set up a playthrough on this one.
Oh, there's also time. So there's a suspect and time of day.
Okay.
And then there's the house, and then there's 3 options within the house. That's cool. And then gun.
All of these cards have the same back.
That's really cool. Ooh, so this is a purple?
That's interesting.
Or is it pink?
Look at this. There's 3 of this card.
Yeah, because that's morning, noon, and night.
Oh, that's
This
cool.
is a thrill seeker. This is senseless. This is a senseless emotion, and it's the thrill seeker. What's the question? What is... that's just what that is. Okay.
It's got to be the question.
Well, I know. I meant, what is that symbol? Which that symbol is just the thrill seeker card.
So this is interesting. Each one of these suspects have the 3 cards.
And so, yeah, each card should have
1, 2,
3
3,
variations.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 suspects.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how many you said?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
Okay.
And then there should be 6 green, or 6 different green, 6 different brown, 6 different pink, all of which having 3 variations.
Okay. Well, here's our green cards.
Mm-hmm.
We have the front door, the sitting room, the bedroom, the backstage, dressing room, on-set, beach house, swimming pool, pier, in the cabin, on the deck, front seat, back seat, trunk, alleyway, bad side of town, and club restroom. None of these have variations.
Well, no. See, those are all the locations. These top ones. So, like, this door house here means that was at the home. This means it was at the studio.
Okay.
This means it was at the shore. This was at the boat, the automobile, and then this is the in town.
Wow.
I think this is where the body was found.
I see. So we have the blue cards are the suspect cards, and like you said, there's 3 aspects for each one.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, pink. That's why I was asking what the question mark means. Senseless emotion.
Oh, that's the emotion. Okay.
Yep, pink are the emotion cards. So there's question mark for senseless. Jealousy has like an eye in it. Love has 2 hearts. Fame has 2 stars. Rage has like a mouth screaming. And then money has 3 different money symbols.
So here we have the weapons. Pistol.
Okay, so yeah, so gun.
Tommy gun.
Yeah.
A butcher's cleaver, a broken bottle, or a straight razor.
That's sharp
So
objects.
those are things that cut.
Yeah.
Then we have the candlestick,
Those are
spittoon, and a baseball bat.
those are blunted
Can you
objects.
imagine killing somebody with a spittoon? That's gross. And we've got the piano wire, the pillow, and the rope. So that's for suffocation.
Those are, yeah, choker. Those are those 2 hands
All
made.
right. So here we have burns, drowning, and a fall. So that's physical damage.
That's fake accident. I don't know why it would be fake. But the X means act.
Oh,
is
I
fake
see.
accident.
You make it look like an accident. It makes it look like a fall.
See.
It makes it look like somebody drowned.
That makes sense.
Makes it look like somebody burned.
And then X with a skull is poison.
Poison, arsenic, rat poison,
An
and an
overdose.
overdose, which could also be an accidental. So that's interesting. All right, so that is a lot more. So while it sounds like it's got the basics of a Clue game, it's definitely more varied.
I love the double way a card can be. Like how the broad is poison and different poison options. I think that's kind of cool.
All right, so then for our wow, there's a lot of emotions cards.
There should be
Thrill seeking, envious of a happy life, jealous of fame, envious of wealth, wanted Brenda, wants Brenda's lover, jilted by Brenda. So there, it's Brenda's fault. Your own career, your lover's career, seeking notoriety. That's neat. Repressed, bullied, and unloved.
Okay, so if we put the 3 mouths next to each other, the 3 hearts, we put the eyes next to each other.
Okay.
And then the question marks.
And then we have insurance. So these are contractual. We have an insurance, we've got a bad contract, and we've got an in the will.
And then I'll say what all these are
and then
afterwards.
these ones, where we
The question marks are here.
ones, we have past lives and childhood trauma.
Okay, so the eyes, these ones, the jealousy of fame, envious of a happy life, and envious of fame, these are all jealousy cards.
Okay.
A jealous emotion. The 2 hearts is love, which makes sense. Wants Brenda's lover, or heartbroken. The stars.
That's these.
These ones, those are for fame.
Okay.
The mouth open, the open mouth, that's the rage. So repressed rage, unloved rage, and bullied rage.
Okay.
This one's for money. So insurance, big contract in the will. And these ones are senseless. So past lives, childhood trauma, and thrill seeker.
Senseless?
Senseless.
Okay. Let's do a senseless. All right, so this is interesting. This may be the next game that we have to explore because this isn't telling us everything. I mean, the cards are neat looking. The score pad is definitely a little bit tiny, but I think it's easily understood. You know, it doesn't look too complicated. It says a 10-year-old and up can play it. That's our whole family. So maybe we'll have to do a playthrough one of these evenings and show people what these are after we go through the rules. The rules are only 3 pages and then the big example, right?
Yes. Should I read some of this?
So so the rules are this page and this page,
and
then you
that
have the back
page.
page, and then the inside is that example that Gabriel was looking at. So this is kind of interesting. Does it have a setup section?
Setting up for play right
Okay,
here.
what's it say?
Setting the cards by type, suspect, place, weapon, and emotion. Right. See the card types on the inside. Shuffle each type separately. Pick one of each kind without looking at them, and hide the cards you pick in the game box until the end of the hand. So the
3 aspects still need to get all mixed up. Okay.
Yes. The goal of the game is to deduce the identity of these 4 cards. After hiding the cards, shuffle the remaining cards together and deal all of them to the players. The players to the left of the player who received the last card takes the first turn.
Ah, that's interesting.
Give each player a record sheet and a pencil. During play, the players use their record sheets to record the information they receive. Anytime a player gains possession of a card or learns that another player owns a particular card through questioning, he should mark off that card on the record sheet.
Okay, so that's where it's similar to Clue.
Any cards marked off in this fashion is obviously not the one of the cards hidden in the box, allowing players to use the record sheet to help them deduce the identity of the cards that are hidden.
Well, and there's no board. So I can see how you could play this as a party game.
So I'm confused at how you play cards. In a turn, okay, a player may either ask a question or make an accusation, which immediately ends the game.
Ooh.
So asking after each player completes his turn, passes play. Okay, so asking the question. The first player starts by asking each other player any question that can be answered with a number. Examples of possible questions are: how many slim slant cards do you have? That's a witness.
Okay.
How many weapon cards do you have? How many alleyway cards do you have? I think Brenda was killed by Slim Slant in the morning in the front seat of her auto with a pillow. How many of those cards have you seen?
Oh, okay.
So
that's cool.
That's interesting. I feel
so
like
do you ask each player the same question, or do you ask every player a question?
By asking any other player. So you ask one player a question.
Okay.
How many rage cards do you... So the player questions must answer truthfully and to the best of his recollection. All players are entitled to hear the question and answer given. Oh. No player may look at another player's record sheet to verify an answer.
Okay.
So you have to be honest going into the game. And that's... note keeping
it's not going to be fun to play this with somebody who's lying.
Yeah, that's just breaking the game. After each player's question is answered, each player passes some of his cards to the player on his left.
Some?
It says some. During the first round, after each player has asked the first question, one card is passed in this fashion.
Okay.
Second round, after each player has asked the second question, each player passes 2 cards.
Okay.
Third round, after each player has asked his third question, 3 cards are passed in this fashion, and so on. Cards are passed face down, and the player must pass his card before looking at the cards he's receiving. In later rounds, a player may be required to pass more cards than he has in his hand. In this case, the player simply passes his whole hand, possibly receiving more cards than he passed.
Oh, okay.
So how much do you deal? Did I read that?
I don't think you said you said the whole deck except for the first 4 cards.
Okay.
Each, and then the deck gets dealt out.
After hiding the card, shuffle the remaining cards together and deal all of them to the players. Okay. Whenever a player has a complete set of 3 cards in his hand, i.e. 3 cards with the same upper icon, the 3 poison cards are a complete set or whatever, he may meld the set by placing it on the table face up in front of him. Melded sets score points for the melded player.
Oh, that's cool.
So it can eliminate it from the whole game, but it gives you more points.
That's why you have less cards than other people, because you're putting them in front of you.
But also reveals the presence of the melded cards to all the players. For example, if a player holds all 3 boat cards during the second round, he may meld them whether it is his turn or not. The player would say he melds the cards. Brenda was not killed on the boat in the second round. A set of boat cards scores 5 points. Okay. You can see the record sheet on the inside.
All right. Or right here. Because that's where for your first 7 points for the first accuser. All negative points are doubled for the first accuser. These are your suspects.
When a set is melded, the player scores his points by circling the score for the meld on his record sheet. The number scored depending on the round the set is melded, as shown on the record sheet with highest number.
6, 4, 3.
With the highest number scoring for the meld during the first round. 6 for a suspect set, 7 otherwise.
Yep, 7, 7, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
During the first round, second round, and later rounds is always 3.
Okay.
Which makes sense, because if you get dealt 3 of any of these,
you can get a lot of points.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, does it have how the accusing works? Making the first accusation. In his turn, a player may choose to make an accusation instead of asking his question. When a player announces his intention to make an accusation, the game ends for everyone and he becomes the first accuser.
Oh.
No player may meld sets after a player has announced his intention to make an accusation. The first accuser must identify the suspect whom he believes committed the crime and must fill at least 3 of the remaining 7 accusation blanks found on the score sheet, though he may fill additional blanks if he so desires. As the first accuser is writing out his accusation, each of the remaining players writes out an accusation as well, filling in as many of the accusation blanks as they desire. Only the first accuser must specify suspect and fill out at least 3 of the remaining blanks by writing an accusation in the box. A player identifies a card set or specific card that he believes is among these hidden in the box. Please note that if a suspect is accused incorrectly, the time is automatically wrong. For example, if the player guesses Andy Anderson at noon, and the solution was Mona Beard at noon, the noon response is considered incorrect, which makes sense because that's the secondary objective.
Right.
After all players have finished writing their accusations in the applicable spaces on the record sheet, remove the hidden cards from the box, spread them on the table where all of them can see, and score the hand. The first accuser gets a 7-point bonus. Mark the bonus score point at the bottom. So the first accuser just gets 7 points immediately.
Okay.
For each correct accusation, a player receives the score in the accusation blank on the score sheet. Circle the plus amount on the space.
That's down here. First accuser, 7 points, and then you just write down. Okay.
The first accuser loses double the regular points for each incorrect answer. So that's how it counters out.
Right.
You can accuse early on and get the point bonus, but if whenever you're wrong, you lose double the points.
Check out the box here on the sides. We have how.
Oh, and that's like that's cool. That's the
symbols. Then we have
why. And the who, and then the how, or the where, not the how. That's very cool.
So the box here says that this game was originally done in 1993 and then remade in 2007. So this must be the 2007 version that we got on sale while we were at Gen Con. So, I mean...
That sounds really fun.
It does sound interesting. We will have to play this, and maybe we'll play it once. We'll let you know how it went, and then if it's something that we can handle, we'll film a playthrough of it. Maybe one night when we've got some of your friends over. Because this would be something I think analytical minds might do a little bit better with than some of our little kids.
Probably.
So yeah, this sounds like a really cool thing. I'm glad we picked it up. And you know, it's one of those found treasures that you're not really looking for, but then you pick up. I love finding stuff at, like, especially if it's sealed or if you can verify all the parts are there. Places like secondhand stores, or like I said, we picked it up at a sale table at Gen Con. So it looks like it was definitely worth the price. I'm glad we got it. So this will be one of our lost treasures, and it is now found. And it looks like it could be something. And look at the size of this. Heck of a lot smaller than Clue. You know, this is portable. All right. So until we learn a little bit more about this and we have more to share, we're going to call that a night. And until we see you again, may all your rolls be crits.